Hey, let me tell you a little something, man. Um, our people, black people. Hold on, let me take this motherfucker. So I'm gonna tell you straight up. Our people are not fit to run a nation, and I'm gonna tell you why. Our people are easily and emotionally swayed, and I'm not talking about fiery situations. I'm not talking about explosive situations where you could get into a fight. I'm talking about we just literally have stupid people, and I'm not saying that to say I'm superior. But I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you two examples. I'm gonna give you a Jew example, and then I'm gonna show you what we are, and I'm gonna show you why I'm saying that. Well, one reason why I'm saying that. In the Bible, the Bible is supposed to be the book about the Jews, right? So in the Bible, according to the Bible, in the Bible, according to the Bible, the Jews go into Egypt and somehow become slaves, and then they're freed, and then somewhere down the line, somewhere during that, Egypt is defeated and destroyed. The country is, the blood, the water in the country is blood now. The livestock is sick. The kids, a lot of the kids died. The pharaohs destroyed. The armies destroyed. The country's just weak and just totally crippled. All the residents moved out with the Jews. Everybody was filling the Jews, I guess, and it destroyed Egypt. Right. So years go by, say a century goes by, or 1,000 years go by, whatever. If your country falls, you're probably not going to come back strong, unless a whole new government comes in. But they wanted Egypt to fall. And then, ironically, when they left Egypt, they went north to Canaan, which was a colony of Egypt. So, and then they fought Canaan, and the way they said, they took over Canaan. But amazingly, there's nothing but Jews in Jerusalem. There's no, they're not integrated. Everybody, they killed everybody evidently, or they were already there and converted them to whatever Judaism, whatever. So later on, you have the Babylonian uh, exile. The Babylonians came and attacked Jerusalem because they're so evil. They're so evil. The Babylonians were the devil. Nebuchadnezzar was a wicked man. He was an ungodly man. He was enslaving people, and they ran the Jews out of Jerusalem, and they went to exile for 70 years, right? But here's the thing: the reason Babylon attacked Jerusalem because there was a rumor in Babylon that Egypt was going to stop them from using a trade route in Jerusalem called the Levant. You see what I'm saying? So Babylonians attacked Jerusalem and took over the Levant. And the Egyptians, who, according to the Bible, the Jews destroyed with God. Their army was destroyed. They did it. Everything was defeated. They were defeated. And ironically, in reality, they were separated. We always say, divided we united we stand, divided we fall. But that's true. That holds true for Egypt too. Uh, the amazing thing about Egypt is that it was just united Nubian nation, Nubian and Saudi nation. Well, they called them Nakadas. They were Saudis mixed with Nubians. They were light skinned people, Libyans, like Gaddafi looking people, I would imagine. So, so Egypt, from 751 BC on until the fall of Egypt, the states have been trying to get independence. So Egypt was falling, and countries were attacking Egypt all the time at this point. In 750 BC on up until 300 something BC, when Alexander the Great finally takes over Egypt. He becomes the first white pharaoh, and they're getting attacked all the time. So everybody knows Egypt is losing its strength because they're divided. They go from one nation to separate states. Everybody wanted to be an independent nation, but they were nothing but a city state or something not strong enough to control the territory. One nation that the size of a state of Egypt could not control all this stuff back then. So anyway, the Babylonians attacked Jerusalem, ran them into exile. Egyptians tried to fight with Jerusalem, but they couldn't hold them back. And the Babylonians beat Egypt and Jerusalem at the same time. Egypt retreated, and uh, Jerusalem got destroyed. Now the same city that the same state that they took, or colony that they took from Egypt, they asked Egypt to help them fight to keep it. Okay, and Egypt, because of their God, was too weak to fight off Babylon. Okay, now think with that. That's a Jew for you. That's what a Jew is like. Here we are, 2021. Everybody dogs me out. I mean, for my whole adult life, I have had no joy in Columbus whatsoever as an adult. People talk about me like a dog over rap music, music that we just made up as a kid, just for fun. If even if it was whack, it was dope because we was laughing and joking and having fun with it. But these dudes in Southfield, Sean Underwood and them said they don't want me to rap because I'm a square nigga. And I could care less, honestly. Like I didn't have to rap anyway. It was something I was going to do and try. If I made a little bit of money, that would be cool. Then I would just go on with my life. And I would still play my music for fun. It's like if I was a bass player, yeah, I can't, the fans ain't feeling me, fine. I could play in the backyard, and just enjoy myself, like any other musician. But anyway, they destroyed my reputation. And then I find out over the decades, that I'm being gangster. And then when I try to tell people about it on social media, said, well, the gangs was on follow me on social media. Like I don't have no friends. Like I don't have none, not one on earth. The only people that I talk to are my relatives, my real relatives. I don't even have girlfriends no more. Like I'm too old. I'm not even pulling females no more. I'm not the chicks are not even turning their heads no more. You know what I'm saying? They're not even, except old chicks that already, they done been pulled it out. They'd have been pulled it out 10 years ago. So now these dudes are already following me on Facebook, So they're like, well, the gangs didn't do nothing to you. You should have been hanging with gangsters. They just talking down to me. These are dudes that I'm old enough to be their father. So now, recently, we've had the riots, Black Lives Matter is this big thing. Mexicans think the Black Lives Matter controls the country now. They think they've taken over the country. But now I feel like every weekend I eat something, I get sick. Like I've been getting sick from eating food, like stuff that we ate all the time. Well, all humans on earth, every mammal on earth eats food and thrives, lives. They go and live their life. Now I eat food, I gotta lay down, I get sick, but I'm not eating nothing. Some soup or, a frozen dinner, something simple. I get sick, my legs get weak. I go to the doctor, I don't have a disease, I don't have COVID. The food makes me sick. A little vomit came up to the top of my throat today from drinking water, and, like the food is poison. So I put that on social media. Nobody says anything. I get blocked. I call the police. I say, I think my food has been poisoned. A black dude answers the phone and puts me on hold and then sends me to a voicemail because it wasn't an emergency. And once again, another week goes by, I eat some food and I get sick again. Our people are so hell-bent on beating America that they're going to fucking get us killed. I try to tell the police that my food makes me sick. I think it's something in the food. And a black man and a white woman the time before that says, it's not an emergency. I'll send you to a voicemail. And when he sent me to the voicemail, he got off the line. And I was sitting here listening to somebody's greeting. So I could have fucking warned the world that there's somebody could be poisoning the food. I also have had my identity stolen. I try to tell black people through social media because nobody will talk to me. And when I do, they think what I'm talking about is so small because Black Lives Matter is the most important thing in the universe right now. But they're going to beat us either way. We've already lost. I'm trying to tell people I'm not a prophet. I don't talk to spirits, dude. I don't hear God talking in my head. I'm telling you what I've experienced. I've already experienced 30 years of what you guys are going through right now. And you won't talk to me. And when you do, you call me a square or bitch ass nigga as soon as you turn around under your breath. I can hear you say the shit. Or you just don't address me when I'm walking through the public and I'm, you walking around in the store, you seeing people and you kind of give them the friendly nod. Black people don't do that to me. They turn away. Like they purposely want to ignore me, which is pretty rude, but I mean, it's just my life. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes. When it's over, nobody's going to talk about that. They're going to talk about Black Lives Matter. But I try to tell people they're stealing identities. They're putting something in the food. I ate a frozen dinner the other day. One of the ingredients in it was aluminum. Aluminum with some other additive to it was in a frozen dinner. And I took 2 bites of it. It didn't taste right. And I threw that motherfucker in the trash when I started reading the ingredients. But every time I try to tell the authorities, a woman or a black person intercepts the call because the cyber thieves are doing that. And they try to redirect me because they think they're destroying me. But if they destroy me, they might as well get rid of all of us because the white killers hate all black people. You see what I'm saying? The white people that are good black people. Good people. The good white people, if there are any, don't kill anybody. They don't kill anybody. But I try to call for help. So I'm going to say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't last, this is why. Because we got too many smart dummies to take the initiative and do things that are so political that it destroys their own community. Now, what's going to happen if they find me dead with poison in my system? They have to shut down all the grocery stores that I ever go to. Then you're all going to fucking starve because of Black Lives Matter. And that's why I keep telling you. They're going to fucking destroy black people, not white people. They're funded by white people and Chinese people that think like white people. They don't have no repercussions whatsoever. So that's my message for today. Hopefully I feel better.